Good evening. Welcome back to Fallout 76. Happy Friday, guys. Hope everybody's doing okay. Just playing some ukulele here. Just chilling a little bit. Legends86, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So yeah, Beer and Sandy, how you doing? Good to see you guys as usual. So I finished almost all of the challenge stuff for today. I think all I have left to do is level up, which we should be able to do tonight. I also hooked up the old PS4 controller, and it actually feels weird not to be drifting all over the place. Among other reasons, it feels weird. So, let's see where we're at. I am apparently quite thirsty. Yeah, so we have... Right, all we have to do is level up. Still collecting Nuka-Cola for the week. I guess I'll go do the pit at some point. And we are 93 out of 100. So we're getting there. Alright, Paladin Romani asked me to meet with her back at Fort Atlas to discuss our next steps after what we learned at the Harper's Ferry tunnel. So... I suppose we should do that then. And I also need to be in a group. Alright, so... Yeah, it's definitely feels a little weird playing on a PS4 controller.
On patrol day and night. Even so, I think we can both agree this isn't something we can ignore.
Between what we learned at AMS and the journal we recovered from Harper's Ferry, this is big.
If this is the source of the super mutant threat, I'm prepared to support any action to end it.
Initiate. Good timing.
I can't believe he just walked in here. He must have been at work even then.
Who he? Let him get away. Oh, this we talking about Blackburn. Yeah, I thought the guy was fishy from the start.
The arrogance he must have had to come here, knowing what he was doing. Unbelievable.
The question facing us now is how to find him and the people who've been taken. Lucky for us, Scribe Valdez has made a discovery of her own while we were away.
That's right. Remember the Pip-Boy you found in the Uncanny Caverns? It took a while to crack the encryption, but I've unlocked it. It came from Vault 96.
I'm not familiar with Vault 96. Do we know anything about it?
I wasn't able to find anything, unfortunately. I know every vault had a purpose, though. Like Vault 76 was meant to house the best and the brightest to rebuild America. Ostensibly. Vault 96 could be anything.
This is so dumb. I don't want to ask this question. I already know where this is going. Like... Flex, yeah, Vault 76er.
Well, we're not sure it is.
What we do know is that we have a definitive lead to follow. The super mutant threat takes priority. If we find the missing civilians in the process, so much the better. But we cannot ignore this lead either way.
Unsurprisingly, Knight Shin and I don't see eye to eye on this. Fortunately, in this case, we don't have to. I think they're connected. A vault would be a great place to hide abductees. The Pip-Boy might even have come from someone that escaped. Investigating the vault is our best lead for either mystery, and maybe an answer to both.
Then we're agreed. The vault will be your next target. Scribe Valdez will accompany you. A vault is a potential trove of exactly the kind of technology the Brotherhood is meant to catalog and secure.
I've marked Vault 96 on your map. We don't know what we're walking into, or even how we'll get in, to be honest. We'll need to be cautious.
Yeah, Juanita, we going on a field trip. Nice. So what's the plan?
Step 1 is finding a way in. You'll take point. Based on other vaults we found crossing the country, the vault should have an emergency transponder. Once you've secured the entrance, the controls for the transponder are usually there near the main door. Activate it to give the all clear and I'll follow you in.
Sounds good to me.
I'm glad to hear it. It's a good plan, and I think we're all in agreement on this one. Find any evidence you can about the missing people and any connection to the super mutants. If Blackburn is there, I want him taken alive. If he really is behind the abductions, he needs to answer for his crimes. You have your orders, Initiate. Good luck. Dismissed.
BOS isn't meant to do anything.
Staying safe out there.
They want to take and preserve everything. Yeah. And there's a certain value in taking potentially dangerous weapons and keeping them from people who would abuse them, either, you know, intentionally or through ignorance. Like the people that blew themselves up with the rocket launchers, you know. But also, I mean, you have all that, why not use it for some good? I don't know. Alright, Vault 96. I almost enjoy the BOS more when they're a bunch of like they were in 4. Like, at least
Why did I say that?
they had like fanaticism, right? There was a reason they were doing illogical things, because it was, you know, they had that iron will and concrete ideals, and, you know, you weren't going to break it. And that was kind of admirable in its own way. But with them being kind of floppy about it, it's, I don't know, it's a little weird. So, does technology help people be better than hoarding? Yeah. I mean, you can do both. They're not mutually exclusive, you know. Man, it's way the hell out there. Okay. I guess we're going
We're
to
receiving reports
RNG.
of people going missing all over Appalachia.
Yeah, it's this has been one of the most interesting views on the BOS, I think. Just between being able to see the literal beginning of it by the founding members and, you know, this first big splinter, it's definitely more interesting. If I have anything to sell.
Some junk.
Nope. We got plenty of junk. Alright, where are we going? This way. I feel like I've been here before. Oh, I went down to this workshop. That's what it was. Yeah, I don't know. Like if you're hoarding all the technology, then you probably already have more weaponry and more technology than anybody else. So you could use that very easily, especially with the military training. Like, Raiders really should not be even remotely a little bit a match for like a Brotherhood of Steel battalion. Like, for real. They don't want people outside the BOS to have access to their technology. They get that no one should have access till they know better. Yeah, I mean, that's it, train people. And I guess that wouldn't prevent people from coming in, getting trained, and defecting. And then that would definitely be something to deal with, but you could always just hunt them down and take them out at that point, you know? It is interesting that the kindler, gentler Brotherhood of Steel didn't seem to really gain any traction. You know? Alright, Vault 96. We up there? We're up there. Blowtorch. I guess they're trying to say that they, like, broke in. It's a wasteland. Everyone is out to help themselves for the most part. That's true. So, the thing is that, like, raiderism in Fallout is really not sustainable. Because, like, it's true, you'll always have people who don't want to put in the work and would rather just point a gun at somebody and take it. You know, it's that way now. But the way the raiders act in the Fallout universe, where they're basically just like cannibals and like marauders, like they don't just, you know, steal from farms. They cut people open and hang them up and mutilate them, and they're immediately hostile to you always. So if you're immediately hostile to everybody you come across, eventually you're just going to run out of farmers because you've killed them all. You know? Woods.
Little late to the party, aren't you?
Maybe.
You're looking to loot the place. Some Blood Eagles are ahead of you in line. I'd stop you, but I think I quit.
What happened here?
Our squad was guarding the entrance here when we were overrun by Blood Eagles. Killed everyone. Me too. I just haven't kicked it yet.
Who are you?
Name's Woods. Corporal Woods, Hellcat Company. Mercenaries. We got hired by this creep of a doctor to guard the place. Among other things. Promised us salvage rights here when he was done. And I don't think we're gonna collect on that.
I mean, why can't I stim pack her? Alright, hold tight. I got a Brotherhood scribe coming. We can help you.
Love the optimism, but my ticket's punch. I think I can go easy, knowing someone's gonna take out those Blood Eagles. Make better choices than I did.
I mean, I'm not wearing that, like, goofy beret, so... Alright, yeah, I don't know if you guys knew this, but, war never changes. Yeah, yeah, she quit. She said, I think I quit. But protocol's not found. Yeah, so some RP reason why I can't open the damn door. She alt that forward life. She rage quit. Oh god, so much stuff to read. Congratulations! Your vault has been equipped with the latest in automated emergency response technology, the Vault-Tec Emergency Management System. The Emergency Management System is a comprehensive database of automated contingency protocols developed to assist overseers, vault residents, and, when if available, Vault-Tec field personnel in identifying, diagnosing, and resolving a wide array of potential emergency situations. Talk with your doctor and see if the Vault-Tec, whatever that was, is right for you. In the unlikely event of an emergency, your Vault mainframe will automatically assess the situation and select an appropriate error resolution protocol from the Emergency Management Database. Populated by thousands of programs submitted by Vault-Tec University's talented undergraduate students, your database holds the solution to any problem you may encounter. When applicable, your vault may broadcast an emergency transmission to any Vault-Tec field personnel in the area. Response times in the aftermath of a nuclear conflict may vary. The emergency response team leader should use any available terminal to activate the emergency management system and indicate their team's relative level of expertise. This will calibrate the protocol and adjust the hazard pay or bonuses to be awarded, if any. Therefore, simply follow the audible instructions from the Vault mainframe until the problem is resolved. The mainframe will continually monitor the situation and introduce additional contingencies as required. I believe that's a lot. I believe there's going to be a lot more inside. I believe there's going to be a lot more inside. Collect and analyze genetic samples. Research and develop appropriate countermeasures. Secure the vaults. Student developer Akoy Zane. Experimental research subjects may exhibit unanticipated capabilities that render conventional containment or extermination methods ineffective. This protocol compensates by employing the Vault-Tec automated research system to conduct emergency research projects, formulate, propose, and test hypotheses, and correlate those hypotheses with extant Vault systems to identify the most effective countermeasures available to emergency responders. The Vault's ARS includes an automated fabrication system. This protocol additionally co-opts the ARS research credit system to support credit-limited fabrication of countermeasure devices. Credits are used as a limiting factor to prevent the fabrication of ineffective devices or the exhaustion of Vault fabrication resources on a single emergency. DeMarco's E, a thoughtful, well-considered protocol that effectively integrates a wide range of Vault systems, including the always challenging Rs. This protocol blindly accepts R's hypothesis. While significant risk, it offers considerable power in adapting to novel situations beyond the scope of any single EMS protocol. The integration of the research credit system as a mechanism to limit automated fabrication is especially clever. Regrettably, I must deduct a grade level because the protocol is utterly useless. The kind of live subject experiments here envisioned would be a violation of federal law and Vault-Tec's high ethical standards. Not allowed to read this. Yeah. Alright, summary protocol. Obtain and analyze the virus source code, conduct a virus scan, clear the virus from all affected systems. This protocol uses adaptive monitoring to detect, observe, and respond to viral intrusions. Simple viruses are automatically eliminated in the event of more extensive infection. This protocol utilizes available analytic systems to deconstruct the virus, identify vulnerabilities, and coordinate appropriate scan and repair procedures. As a senior student engaged in independent study, I expect your work to be clear. Remarks, this is by far the most over-engineered protocol in the entire database. As a senior student engaged in independent study, I expect your work to be clear, concise, and efficient, adhering to established coding standards and best practices. A simple heuristic detection algorithm would have been an excellent thesis project. Instead, this protocol is so convoluted it seems almost intentionally obfuscated. While I normally support extensive redundancy planning, the level of overlapping contingencies and fallbacks here is truly excessive. A viral genetic algorithm capable of infecting a Vault mainframe, evading existing quarantine systems, and dynamically circumventing multiple tiers of EMS protocols is beyond the ability of all but the most highly skilled programmers. Assuming your student protocol could defeat something like that is the height of hubris. I mean, was this kind of test vault? Were you not following along? Aw. So you saying I'm reading all that for nothing? Somebody might appreciate it, even if you don't. Alright. Welcome to Vault 96, an ark for the atomic age. Within these walls, he said the thing. Within these walls lie one of the world's largest cryonic storage facilities, with thousands of animals carefully cataloged and referred to stasis. Are you paying attention? They're talking to you. In the aftermath of a nuclear war, mass extinctions and mutations will devastate the outside world. Your mission is to monitor surface conditions, assess genetic damage to local fauna, and as conditions warrant, gradually reintroduce species to correct genetic drift and restore ecological equilibrium. Go back, watch it on YouTube. Okay, so they were a cryo vault for I think it said fauna specifically. Yeah. So they had frozen animals. Automated release upon sealing of Vault 96. Your protocol has been amended as follows. The staff of Vault 96 will consist of 5 designated scientific specialists. The purpose of Vault 96 is to conduct genetic experiments to explore potential mutations that may arise in post-nuclear fauna and develop appropriate countermeasures. Research will be assessed based on the lethality of the mutations developed. The result will be transmitted via satellite to external facilities for analysis and development. To encourage compliance, the overseer will assign weekly quotas. Failure to meet quota will result in the termination of underperforming personnel. Like, they're gonna kill them? Following an initial 1-month shelter period, Vault robots will periodically collect samples of surface creatures for preservation and further study. Residents will not be permitted to exit the Vault. Residents will not be permitted to introduce native or genetically modified species outside the Vault. Any attempt to deviate from this protocol will result in termination. So they were getting samples of animals and bringing them in and studying them. That was quick.
Wow, it's freezing in here. Look at all this ice. The environmental controls must be damaged. What happened here? Those are Hellcat Company uniforms, right? It looks like a massacre.
One survivor, but I couldn't save her. Said they were working for Blackburn, then Blood Eagles arrived and overran them.
Blood Eagles? What are they doing here? Looks
Killing
like
the
Paladin
other
Romani
guys.
was right. There's a link between the abductions, Blackburn, and the super mutants. We still need to figure out what. Give me a moment to look at these terminals. Oh, that's not good. The vault's on internal lockdown. I guess someone's responding to the Blood Eagle attack. If there are automated defenses still working, they'll all be active. We may be facing more than just Blood Eagles. Be careful. Let's get moving. I'll follow your lead.
All right. Let's go deeper. I've yet to hit the right thing. Oh, that'll work. We'll go deeper into these frigid halls.
Locked. Must be the security lockdown. Let me try something. Got it. I was able to use the Pip-Boy's protocols to get the doors open, but it fried the circuits. If you run into any more locked doors, we're gonna need another way through.
How convenient. Any Nuka-Cola in here? What up, bro? Daily for collecting Nuka-Cola for the week? Yeah, I got like 3 more to get.
I'm so fucking bored.
Language, sir. Alright, there's the level for the day.
excess of visitors today. Ah, yes. The one I met at Fort Atlas. I did hope we would meet again under more convivial circumstances. These are not they, unfortunately. I have no quarrel with the Brotherhood, but I must ask you to leave immediately. Please leave me be. I cannot be responsible for what may happen if you remain.
I guess we found Dr. Blackburn. Looks like most of this place is locked up. We need to search everywhere, but our options are limited right now. That door labeled mainframe is stuck open, though. Let's start there.
Yeah, he is like, yeah. You can tell something's going on with him. Door labeled mainframe. This place is just as confusing as it was for the daily ops. There we go. I think. No. Hey, Quebec, explore at your own pace. Yeah, no, I'm good. Ah, mainframe.
This vault was a biological research facility originally. They got a small team of geniuses inside. Perhaps it is fitting that I found this place. I've been honest about this, after a fashion, but less than forthcoming about its nature.
Open and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens and fear.
Good to know there's turrets down there.
I'm not dying today.
He keeps saying sorry. Yeah, I'm not gonna be. I don't like people who say sorry all the time. He says he's not gonna be responsible for what happens. Blassy's computer is having read Dr. Memling's notes regarding the out-of-date nature of the reactors and cryogenic pods. I suspect the builders of this vault likewise skimped on their computer infrastructure. Succeeded in transferring all subsystem controls to the terminal, and the Overseer's office is a suitably isolated location, and with the vault systems under my control there, I should be able to secure in the event my guards decide to alter the terms of the arrangement. Alright, so this is Blackburn talking. I remain concerned that I may have missed a stray security key card when I searched the place. Any intruder with hostile intent would be able to override my control of the doors. I must plan accordingly. When I shoot turrets, I usually have to target the body of it. Yeah, like I wasn't even able to VATS that one.
And down. Go, 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 go.
Robotics control failure in the mainframe wing. Activating emergency fabrication protocol FS401.
Jeanette, circuits 10-1857.
Got it.
Fabrication system offline. Activating emergency repair protocol CR889.
889, that's Hans. We need a reactor brownout. All right, give me a minute. 109's next. Jeanette?
Ready on the detonator.
Molly, are you in?
Sorry, just this.
Brownout 3, 2, 1.
Power fluctuations detected in the engineering wing. Activating emergency stabilization protocol ES-109.
Laser turrets suck. Laser turrets do suck. Yeah, they eat me alive.
Stamps down. Stamps down.
FEV research.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn. In retrospect, my enthusiasm for the cryogenically preserved specimens of the vault is excessive. I'm down to the last 4 viable test subjects. The research is at an impasse, unless I move to human subjects. Obtaining volunteers, the necessary experimentation to even approach a functional result, will be unavoidably fatal to some. I will have to take extreme measures to obtain subjects. Thousands, perhaps millions of lives will be saved. Utility trumps sentimentality. End log.
Okay. So this jackoff was stealing people to experiment on them with FEV.
Surprise contact. Take care.
Boom. So yeah, that explains the super mutants. And that explains the missing people. And that's I guess yeah. So this is the yeah, well yeah, it got me all right. My discovery of Vault 96 feels, despite my abhorrence of magical thinking, like predestination. A biological research facility, unoccupied, simply waiting for me to discover it. Everything in its place. Its systems ready for my arrival. Examination of the Vault's computer systems and other records leads me to understand that previous residents introduced a virus into the mainframe in an attempt to end some kind of hostilities with it. This may explain the unsealed door and their untimely fates. The mainframe requires some work to bring fully online, but any hostile programming it had has been eliminated by the virus they introduced. Too late to help them, perhaps, but sufficient to clear the path for me. What does the V stand for? I know that F is forced. FEV is forced evolution virus. Yeah. Which, it's a long story. But it started out as the U.S. government, pre-war, trying to develop basically a way to protect their soldiers from biological weapons from China. And then it just fallouted from there. And the original, like, Enclave created super mutants were, like, hyper-intelligent, too. Maybe not hyper-intelligent, but... Oh, I thought you were Valdez. Short circuit. Oh, well, that works.
Your persistent refusal to depart is a distraction I do not need. Please, I am asking you again. Leave this place and do not return. There is nothing for you here but sorrow. Whatever you think you will accomplish here, I promise you that you will not.
Well, you just drank dirty water. I did not. I collected dirty water. I was trying to loot. Another toilet paper order, right? Invisible holotape.
Research log of Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Number 38. The capture of human test subjects is itself less difficult than imagined. People of Appalachia are as bad as medicine. And lone travelers are easy to approach when one has a doctor. I tell myself these acts are necessary. The work too important. And I cannot complete it. As I compound failure upon failure. In my quiet hours, I question what I have made of myself in pursuit of this goal. I began this enterprise fully cognizant of what it might take. But even with that foreknowledge, I could not comprehend the weight of it. Have I become no different from that fool Elias? A font of monsters with no humane end in sight? Am I deluded in believing myself capable of success? These moments pass. I push aside those doubts and focus on the work before me. The people of Appalachia need this. The world needs this. Let them vilify me when they learn what I have done. I will make a better future for them, even if I do not live to see it myself. And log.
Okay. So it certainly seems like it's not a matter of he doesn't care. You know, what he seems to be fully aware that what he's doing is wrong. But it's worth it to him for the end goal. And like he's questioning himself, and so that adds a little more character to him. Some success at
Why would
last.
he electrocute and irradiate his specimens?
Bro, chill.
What was he hoping to learn?
I remain far from the ultimate goal, but Serum 87A induced a remarkable 257% reduction in the impact of radiation on cellular structure and DNA replication, and a 153% increase in electrical impedance. The subject nonetheless died within hours, but this marks a breakthrough in systemic durability. Must record the results more fully in my logs after I scrub up. I think he was the one who needed it.
Think I can't fight? How's it? Close one.
Yeah, it wasn't that close, but okay. Hear the dialogue from the mercenary hurts so good. I did not hear that. But I agree, it does. It hurts so good.
Is that you, Basher?
Yeah, Speed Batcher.
Wow, you're an even worse liar than I am. Wait, that voice. I know who you are.
Tally Lang? Yeah! Is that Tally Lang?
Oh, you're the one I talked to back at Fort Atlas.
You know her?
Listen, we're in a bad way here. Cut off from the rest of our people and the damn robots keep coming in waves. We need help.
What kind of help we talking, Tally?
I've been trying to get us out of here since we've been locked in. I just found this vault security key card. Should open all the doors in this place. You help us, and it's yours.
Still doesn't tell us what you want me to do. Alright, Tally, you got a deal.
Now we're talking. Give me a sec to get the door open.
Good thing Shin's not here. I don't think he'd agree to this.
No shooting, boys. They're on our side.
Shin, man, I'm so done with
Come
Shin.
again.
Hey. Yeah, we'll just let him blow up. Like shooting robots in a barrel. I mean, I hope they give me the option to double cross them. You're a tall boy, huh? Dillo. 8-ball.
Damn. Good thing you showed up when you did. Looks like I was right about you. Shame we keep meeting under these circumstances. We could get into some real trouble. Can't believe the Brotherhood bailed us out. Well, a deal's a deal. Key card's yours.
Actually, I think we've got a few more Blood Eagles to put down.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
What are you doing?
Killing them.
This didn't have to go like this. Get 'em, boys!
What do you mean, what am I doing? It's called double crossing. Did you learn anything in boot camp?
There need to be any more killing. When we're done here, we'll have a team check all these pods. There might still be someone alive in one of them.
Did I? Okay, well. Yeah, just for the record, they do. Ah, corpses, okay. Corpse disposal. I simply must find a more effective solution to deal with the remains of my unsuccessful trials. It is effective enough to simply release those which begin transforming, but the subjects who die in the process remain a problem. Storing them in a disused portion of the cryonics lab suffices in preventing decomposition, and its concomitant, I don't know that word, odors from becoming an issue, but even the most materialistic of scientists cannot escape the uncanny feeling generated by the close proximity of a large number of human corpses. Yeah, so like, she was under me. I swear I saw her go running off. So yeah, just being around all the dead bodies was bothering him. So he was struggling with what he was doing, but he believed he was, you know, doing what needed to be done. Alright.
begin to doubt my own sanity at times. My efforts, while not without progress, continue to fail to bear real fruit. The FEV seems almost deliberately malignant, as if it had a consciousness and rejects my every attempt to bend it toward a benevolent end. I've come to recognize the signs of imminent metastasis and conversion to the so-called supermutant state. I am ill-equipped to deal with the product of such failure, and have taken to disposing of these unfortunates outside the vault itself. I regret that my current methods of disposal may, in the short term, increase the supermutant population in Appalachia, but it cannot be avoided. End log.
He still murdered people, yeah? And I'm not saying it's okay, but it certainly gives him more, you know, more humanity. I mean, if he was just like kidnapping raiders, I don't think I would care. But the fact that he was paying raiders to kidnap like caravans and stuff, that's no bueno. Reminder to myself.
These vessels were once filled with specimens, stocked here so that captive scientists could turn them into perversions of nature. Like West Tech, they concerned themselves only with whether they could do these things, not what benefit they might bring. At best, they made weapons. Such a pointless waste. I have turned what they left behind to better ends.
Reminder to myself. When the Hellcat Company next delivers new specimens, I must request that they bring in more chemicals. Supplies are running thin, and I detest inaction. I would venture out myself for this purpose, but my experiments currently running do not permit my absence for any length of time. Clear instructions must be given to overcome the gaps in education and chemical literacy. That is not a mistake I will repeat. Alright. We filled the progress bar.
Oh my god. The smell.
Yeah, my bad. I had some cabbage soup for supper.
I regret the ugliness you find here. The things I had to do. They were necessary, but that necessity made them no more pleasant or palatable. Seeing these things, I imagine you must intend to kill me.
Glad that's over with.
I do not blame you for this.
We're supposed to bring him in alive.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 112. My work's demand for human subjects has increased dramatically as I make ground toward
Snallygaster.
mercenaries. Trustworthy, if such a term applies. They display a useful moral flexibility. They do not question the nature of my work or my need for human subjects. And I do not illuminate them. Already they have begun acquiring new subjects at a far greater pace than I could, and a contingent remained to guard the vault itself. I must be careful. A mercenary is only as loyal as their pay, after all. My control of the vault security systems keeps...
You're not with those others, are you? Can you get us out of here?
It's Cassie Holloway. Do you know how we can open the cell?
Not exactly. I think the locks are controlled remotely. The doctor guy always does something back behind the stairs there, before he comes back to grab one of us for his tests.
Everything hurts.
Sit tight. I'll get you out of there.
Okay, I was gonna go for a walk, but I guess I'll stay here for now. Sorry, seriously, though. Thank you.
Snallygaster. Unbelievable! They left a Snallygaster inside one of the test chambers. Remarkably, it is still alive, if understandably quite irritable. Whatever they did to it seems to have removed its need for sustenance. Perhaps it metabolizes trace elements directly from the air or engages in some strange form of photosynthesis. Regardless, that chamber shall remain locked, and I must take care when defrosting the other specimens in cryostorage. I cannot predict what mutations they may exhibit. Yeah, a little late. So does that imply that glowing enemies don't need to eat? I want to find more clues. Serum trials. 137 files have been marked for deletion. Please run garbage collection to free storage capacity, displaying active files. Serum 89C marks the first improvement over 87A. I had felt so certain that I was on the right track after those results, but the next several iterations were utter failures. 89C at least shows further improvement in radiation and electrical resistance. The FEV fights me like a cornered animal. Every adjustment seems to cause cascading problems in the rest of its effects. I persist. I must prove superior to the puzzle it presents me. I have rarely gotten to the 6th revision of a particular serum. A line of investigation usually bears fruit or proves a dead end long before, but 102 seemed eternally just on the cusp of unlocking its secrets. Revision F marks that point in this case. The subject demonstrated prolonged retention of identity and cognitive function even as the metamorphosis began, and trials with the second subject evinced a remarkable improvement in physical durability before any gross morphological changes occurred. If I can now isolate the metastasis trigger, which precipitates the transition into the super mutant state, the end goal will be in reach. After the trials of Serum 102F, I believe the problem may lie with the delivery method. Direct injection of the serum resulted in the same metamorphosis as ever, with similar time curves. However, introducing the serum into the food, air, and water supplies of the subject's chamber produced a prolonged offset in the transformation. I hypothesized that introducing the virus directly to the bloodstream creates an immediate immune response that itself is the catalyst for transformation. Passing through the respiratory and digestive systems first, for reasons not yet clear, inhibits this reaction. Further tests necessary. H8 revisions, but each worth it. After the trials of Serum 123D, I worked to exploit the respiratory and digestive offset to the immune response the FEV generates with increasing success. I believe with a few more adjustments, I should be able to eliminate the reaction entirely. In anticipation of this, I will turn my focus to the disease resistance effects. I fear these modifications may set back my work, canceling the transformations, and at this stage it is better to work with an otherwise complete virus than to change one part only to undo another. So we know he's gone through at least 144 iterations. Many more than 144 because, you know, many of them were C, D, E, and F, indicating 4, 5, or 6 of them. So probably 1,000 iterations, and I guess he tests each one on a person, so at least 1,000 people he's probably killed. Yeah, that's probably excessive. Error executing purgeall.bat. 3 files write protected. Remove write protection to enable deletion of these files. Barring the unexpected occupant in Chamber 3, the test chambers left behind by the vault's occupants provide ample holding room for the live subjects. Their simulated environments may not be the most welcoming, but perhaps they are at least more comfortable than a bare concrete cell. Although it defeats their purpose, at times I wish the observation windows had shutters. One of the subjects addressed me by name today. I find this unpleasant and distracting. To complete this work, I must be dispassionate. Such things remind me of how it will be viewed in the future, even if the work is successful. I must be more careful in the future to not introduce myself to potential subjects. An alias is perhaps pointless now, but having already given my name to the Blue Ridge Company on more than one occasion, but I can at least avoid compounding this error. I imagine that future generations will paint me as a monster, even as they enjoy their world my work makes possible. A demented madman, slicing sadistically into innocent living subjects. Vivisection is useless to me, of course. I am familiar with the workings of the human body, and I require it undamaged to accurately assess my results. My living subjects have never needed to fear me grotesquely rooting around inside them like some perverse augur. Dissection, on the other hand, has its value in the aftermath of my trials, and there are many tests I must conduct that require needles, probes, and other monitoring and measuring devices, but never vivisection. So vivisection is dissection while the subject is alive, I believe, right? That's a little messed up. But he says he doesn't do that, so he is actually a good guy. I'm going to eject that and play it here. That way I don't have to stand there the whole time. That was number 5.
Research log. Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Number 5. The creators of the forced evolutionary virus were idiots savant. They saw weapons, soldiers to win a war that would end almost as soon as it began. They had discovered a means by which we could seize the reins of human evolution, and all they could envision was more efficient death. My colleagues at West Tech were likewise fools. They made the virus a plaything at Huntersville, their ant farm, shaking it to watch them scurry. The FEV was never meant to create abominations. At its core is something wondrous and hopeful. I will free it from what they made of it. Humanity will have the future it should have had, and a better human will build that world, free from fear. End log. Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Number 13. Whatever the prior occupants of this vault may have done, I must thank them. Especially Chief Engineer Dr. Methling. The good doctor, a respectable scientist in his own right, had the classic engineer's idiosyncratic approach to maintenance. His additions to the vault reactor and electrical subsystems provide me with ample points of connection to directly access mains power. Between this and certain defects in reactor shielding, I have invaluable resources for my research. My first attempts in this area are more disappointing, however. Lacking Memling's expertise, my electrical impedance tests failed dramatically. The unintentional discovery of a new method of rapidly cooking a mole rat fails even in that regard. Mole rat exposed to several thousand volts at significant amperage does not make for an appetizing sight. Nonetheless, these results are duly recorded, and I believe my understanding of the system is sufficient to produce more useful results in the future. End log.
So you zap the bull rat. A data corruption detected. Out of 970 files in this directory, 5 were recovered successfully. Species bull rat. Electrogenesis. The N2 serum was more stable but less effective than N1 with peak current of 12 megavolts, over half a milliamp. 16 outgoing shocks were recorded, producing startle or reflex reactions but no incapacitating effects. Subject defeated after 4 rounds. Recommend fine-tuning serum parameters and selecting subjects with skin characteristics that promote conductivity or allow for better capacity of storage. So, okay, so he was also testing on mole rats and stuff, so it wasn't just humans. Brown bear. No significant improvement over RK-85. Subject exhibits rapid and comprehensive regenerative capabilities following penetrative or blunt force trauma, epithelial damage, or extensive blood loss. Limb regeneration is accelerated but subject to undesirable secondary mutations, including the growth of multiple vestigial limbs. Recommend discontinuing further research due to diminishing returns. Grey Wolf. Following injection with the serum, subcutaneous pyrogenesis was achieved. Complementary heat resistance mutations proved insufficient, causing the subject to immolate and self-cremate. No further autopsy was possible. Bro. Another Grey Wolf. Following injection, limited pyrogenesis was achieved with no apparent damage to the subject. Results initially appeared disappointing, however, upon death, a violent chemical reaction caused the subject's body to explode, destroying its remains, its opponent, and most of Test Chamber 3. Recommend reclassifying 203N into a new candidate mutation and pursuing both in parallel. Bloatfly. Unstable. Subject successfully shifted twice in an evasive maneuver. Following a third shift, subject reappeared embedded in the torso of the opposing creature, causing immediate death. Autopsy was attempted under hazmat protocols beyond the integration line. Subject's body appears to have fused with its opponents on a molecular level, creating an indistinguishable mass of flesh. Gross. Oop. Damn it. Personal logs. It's not the Molly Cooper. It's not the quotas that bother me. Awful as this system is, we could do 4 credits a week. But I can't stomach what we're doing to earn them. We should be protecting these animals, preserving them, not abusing them in one forced experiment after another. And then we stick them in the test chamber and make them fight to see which mutations are stronger. This is horrible. Nina doesn't seem to care. Molly Cooper. 6/29/79. So this was after the war. Nina always was a workaholic. I had to plan our dates, get Camille to block her calls while we were out, but she always made time for me. Now, she's in the lab past midnight every night, always working on some new strain, making sure we have something ready for next week, the week after that, and the week after that. The quotas keep getting worse. They're over 200 a week now. Most of that burden falls on her. It's killing her. It's killing us. Molly Cooper. So this was a couple years later. We got a dog when I was 10, Vera. Big Malamute. Daddy used to call her Wolf. She looked it, but sweet as could be. Number 373 looked just like her. Same stripe on her cheek and everything. And then we gave her the injection. Nina's new flaming mutation. She caught fire, burned from the inside out, right there on the operating table. I swear she looked at me right at the end, right before her face melted away. She looked just like Vera. Good God. Hey, Molly Cooper. She's dead. I can't believe she's dead. Tried to stop them. I jumped in front of the Assaultron. It threw me down, just blasted her. In front of all of us. Her body fell over me. Hans tried to grab her, but I saw it. I saw it. Her head was gone. I can't do this. Not anymore. Not without Nina. Dude. Do I want to unlock the seal all test chambers? What if I unlock the wrong one?
Molly Cooper, biology, log 280. What is this? The specimen record is blank. No vitals, no measurements, no source data, just an ID, X001. The cellular structure is unlike anything I've ever seen. I can't even identify the organelles. I ran it through the DNA sequencer twice, but nothing at all. I talked it over with Nina, and she's gonna try splicing it into some of the cellular structures at random, just to see what happens. It's a long shot, but we have a quota to meet. Fucking Vault Tech.
This place is so messed up. You ain't kidding. Alright, I guess we'll just unlock. Oh wait, what did it say? Door breach detected. So that was the Snallygaster that got out. Okay. Wait, did I just steal them all? I broke it. Like I did, I broke it. There we go. Alright. Man, I was there so long, I started getting hungry. Better just go check them.
Somebody get us out of here.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, thank God. You've got my thanks, stranger. Introductions are in order, I guess. My name's Cassie. Did I say that already?
No, but your nameplate did.
Is he coming back?
We're with Brotherhood of Steel. This is Scribe Valdez.
Now that sounds like a fun bunch. Uncle Art mentioned them in, broad terms. I can't take it anymore. Can't say I'm not glad to meet you, though.
Broad terms. Are you hurt?
I'm not injured. Got lucky. The doc didn't do any surgery on me. That nut job was dosing me with diseases, though. Said he was testing incubation and immune response times. Weird thing is, he kept apologizing. Got a bad case of sludge lung now. But I'm holding up. Some of the others are in worse shape. Out of here.
Take this. It should help with the sludge lung.
For real? You must be my guardian angel. Well, I did get kidnapped and locked up by mad scientists, so maybe not. But still, thank you. You get to miss him breathing normally. Please?
Sure, are they gonna turn into like super mutants now? Alright, Cassie. Oh, you sit tight. Help is on the way soon.
We ain't going anywhere. Hey, if you run into that crazy doctor, give him a kick for me.
Everything hurts.
Alright?
I feel sick.
Well, that person feels sick.
You're here to rescue us?
Ashmore?
I thought we were going to die in there.
You still might, Wilkins. Dude, he looks like Kellogg without the scar.
Oh God, please just don't hurt me.
Confirmed, Bethesda reusing assets.
A waking nightmare.
Alright, I think this was the main hall I was already in. Yeah. Maybe it's Kellogg before the scar. I suppose it's not impossible.
Though it seems futile, I ask one final time. Leave this vault and the things you have seen. You cannot change what has happened here. Leave me to this cold and lonely place.
The interesting thing is that she said he kept apologizing.
The card doesn't work? Blackbird must have overridden the door codes. Probably guess the looters might find a key card eventually if they had the run of the place.
What now?
If he's changed the codes for the door, we're not getting through normally. I knew a lot of knights that would probably try to blow up the door, but I think we can do better than that. These doors are hydraulically sealed. If we can find the lines that feed to this door, we might be able to cut the pressure holding it shut. Look for a utility room nearby.
Seems like an oversight, but okay.
This should be it. Take a look. See if you could find the lines to the Overseer's office.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna go loot some stuff. I'll be right with you. Oh, that's this room. Okay. Just kind of hoping for a workbench. Alright, this panel connects to an array of pipes and appears to control hydraulic lines within the vault. You can see which line connects to the Overseer's door, but you still need to figure out how to disable it. I can use raw force, identify and close the correct valve, cut the hydraulic line, smash the controls, and hope. I'm going to identify and close the correct valve.
Nice work. You might have a future as a scribe if you want it. Let's head back. The door should be open now.
As long as I still get to shoot things, preferably people, with my shotgun, then I'm good. Hey, Doc.
It appears neither the Vault defenses nor the Blood Eagles were a match for you. Quite formidable. You can lower your weapons. It would clearly be futile for me to struggle, and I surrender willingly.
Hey, maybe stop typing on the damn terminal. Even if I'm impressed by what you've tried to do here, you must know that you've gone too far. I think it was a noble goal, but you can't do what you've done.
Too far? Does that term even apply when the goal is the permanent protection of humanity from the horrors of the wasteland?
Yes.
I told you my work focused on the health of Appalachia's people. You must see that my research was towards that aim.
Even if I accept your motives, I've seen nothing but failures and death here.
Do you believe I did this all blindly? Groping madly in the bodies of the innocent for some unknown and hallucinatory secret? With each iteration, each test conducted, I identified flaws in the virus and calculated their removal. I have no doubt in my work.
After seeing what you've done here, I hope hell does exist.
Wait, what the hell?
Despise me if you will. I took no pleasure in what had to be done.
What is going on with her arm? Oh, no, she's not clipped into the bookcase. We need to know everything you've done.
I am sure your Brotherhood will happily interrogate me until I have no tale left to tell. I will be entirely forthcoming, though I expect you will want to conduct your inquisition within confines more amenable to the Brotherhood. As for the contents of this vault, the Brotherhood is free to collect anything they like. My work here is finished.
I don't like the sound of that.
Why'd you keep telling us to go away? Oh my god, like, I don't want to say those things.
I have no doubt that you do. As you wish.
We're taking you in, Blackburn. You have to pay for what you've done here.
Yes, I assumed as much when you entered. Very well. Consider me arrested, if you must. I am ready to face any judgment the Brotherhood wishes to mete out. My work here is complete, regardless. And it is too late for you to stop it.
Your work cannot be stopped. What do you mean?
Simply that I have achieved my goal. The FEV is perfected, and it is too late for you to change that. My sacrifices, the terrible things I have done to accomplish this, it has been paid in full, and now salvation awaits humanity.
What? You can't do anything with it now. We've caught you. You're finished.
Have I given you any reason to believe I have not already taken the necessary action?
Okay, that's not good.
Okay, that's not good. Yeah, I'm so distracted by Juanita there and her apparently missing arm. I think we're done here.
I am at your disposal, then.
You can head out. I'll radio for a team to secure the site and get the prisoners to safety. Then bring Blackburn back to the fort. I'm sure the others are going to have a lot of questions for him. Good work, Initiate. I'm glad you were here.
I'm just gonna let him keep typing. Like, he could be launching nukes right now for all you know.
Should be on their way.
Blackburn's bungalow.
What you will. It will change nothing.
Report to
I'll be
Brotherhood
fine.
leadership.
Report back to the Paladin on the night as soon as
Oh, Molly Cooper. Okay.
Get a hold of yourself.
Bastard. Nina's dead. Eric, dead. All because of your damn quotas. If you can't show a little compassion, shut the hell up.
Hey, now. I regret what happened to Nina. I truly do. But we're wasting time. What? There, that should disable the sensors. Now listen carefully. They aren't my quotas. They never have been. They're set by the mainframe. Look, there are next week's numbers.
God. There's no way.
Why didn't you tell us? It's on a hair trigger. If it detects anything, any word of conspiracy or sedition, it will kill us. I had to be sure. The only way we survive the next week is to take it out.
You want us to fight our way out?
We don't have to. For the past 2 years, I've been working on a virus, Seraph. Upload it into the mainframe and it can take over. Shut down the system, the experiments, everything. It can let us out. The EMS. Won't be a problem. I designed that system. My students wrote the damn protocols. I can beat it.
We can't go on like this. I'm in. For Nina.
Jeanette? Hans?
All right.
What the hell? Sure.
Here's what I need from you. We move on Saturday, just before the quota check. Be ready.
Sensor discrepancy detected in the Overseer's office. Applying cancellation algorithm. Done.
Have a good week, everyone. Dismissed.
So many freaking holotapes.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Number 148. I can feel the end approaching. The equations fall into place, and I can see the shape of it. The perfected FEV. Even in my restless dreams, that vision of the goal is the only succor now. What I have done to reach it can never be washed away. I have been right, but that is small comfort. I give them numbers now, and try not to listen when they speak to me, pleading. I prefer to sedate them when removing them from their holding cells. Unconscious, they cannot weep or stare accusingly at me. I cannot make them understand that we are alike part of a greater destiny. They think me inhuman, uncaring. I know I would be no different were our roles reversed. I do not blame them for hating me. I lie in my cot at night and see their faces. I remember them all, and wait for sleep to carry me to the visions of when I can finally stop. Final candidate number 3 is ready for verification. I am within 2, perhaps 3 iterations of success. Will I be able to sleep untroubled when this is over? Or will punishment for what I have done be a mercy, freeing me from its memory and log? Personal log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, Huntersville. I should never have allowed Dumont to convince me to stay with Westtech when they shuttered the Greenhouse Initiative. The Panimmunity variant was intended to shield us from biological warfare and make the population safe from the horrors war could unleash. The Greenhouse Initiative turned the same work to feeding the ever-increasing starving masses. Noble goals and worthy science. The discovery of the FEV abandoned all that. The awesome potential of the virus, what it could do if harnessed to those same ends. Ignored. Instead, they saw a weapon. Super soldiers. Small-minded bureaucrats and their pet scientists had the keys to human evolution and saw only profit and war. Dr. Khan, a disgrace to that title, took over those miserable goals were cast aside in favor of the perverse. Infecting the water supply of Huntersville just to observe the effects? Why? We knew the virus in its current state produced horrors. Had we been looking for a cure, perhaps it could have been justified. But Khan had no such interest. He did it because he could. Were I a better man, a better scientist, I would have left immediately. My belated resignation does me little credit, and long.
Okay, so he was part of the team that was working on the original Pan immunity theory in Huntersville and part of the Huntersville thing. So he definitely knew a lot about it already. So back to Port Atlas. Yeah, I'm glad Valdez got to like grow that arm back, because I was worried about her.
I have been fully compliant with your questioning. Threats are not required.
With everything you've done, you're lucky I'm only threatening you right now.
Please, this argument is getting us nowhere.
Initiate, you've come at the right time. We've been talking to Dr. Blackburn and going over Scribe Valdez's report on what you found in Vault 96.
This smug monster is practically bragging about torture and unleashing horrors on the world. And Romani is treating him with kid gloves.
I am not bragging. What I have done was necessary. I take no pride in those terrible acts. I will have to live with the shame of them forever. That weight does not, however, diminish that the ends were worth the means. You will learn that soon enough. My colleagues will see that our creation, a vast improvement on the FEV, is distributed shortly.
Do you see the arrogance, the self-justification? We should end him and be done with it.
Do you see? Why haven't we killed this guy yet? Is there a reason?
None that make any sense.
We need him. This isn't over. Preventing Dr. Blackburn's associates from taking this horror any further must be our priority. And we may need the doctor to convince them.
Where are these associates?
My colleagues have a laboratory hidden beneath the headquarters of my former employer, West Tech. We intend to correct the FEV's mistakes at their birthplace. Poetically appropriate, would you not agree?
This guy does look smug as hell. Sounds like West Tech's where we need to go.
Yes. If the doctor's associates are preparing to distribute the virus, we have to put our emotions aside here and get to them before they can. Blackburn's punishment, whatever its form, can wait until Appalachia is safe. Head to West Tech. Find and secure the entrance to this lab, and we'll follow behind.
I don't like this, Romani. We should be done with him here and now and level this laboratory. This is just like what Elder Maxim faced at Mariposa. Or have you forgotten?
Elder Maxon came to regret acting rashly there. Or have you forgotten?
If they've already begun producing the virus, blowing up the place could just help spread it. We'll need to be a bit more delicate than that.
Very well. If Blackburn is coming with us, I will be watching him. Perhaps he can provide leverage against his fellow lunatics.
If I can prevent further loss of life, I will.
Then it's decided. Initiate, head for West Tech. We've no time to lose. See you there.
Guys, I have 17 charisma. I have 36 strength. I can talk our way in. Shin has an assault rifle right there, pointed at his damn head. We just pull the trigger and it's done. It's not like we don't have time to do that. We have initiates that can go bury him out back. It's fine. It's fine. I hate that I agree with Shin on this. Ugh. Mutant. There it is. Ah! Down, boy! I need to hit the stash box. Junk box, whatever. Really? I hate that. I'm almost done. Alright. That's what I want to hear. Ah. Sounds like a turret. Yep. Boom. Think this is the last part. That's cool. Good, because we're getting close to time. Actually, we're basically at time, but it's Friday, so I'll go a little later. Oh, okay. I'm going to all the places that I go for daily ops now. So this place has like all the FEV bats. Here, puppy. So this is kind of like the birthplace of super mutants in Appalachia. Back to the entrance. I want to go back to the entrance. I was just at the entrance. Get a espresso. Oh, terminal. You die now, human. This door? That terminal's fried. West Tech Research something something. Something dark side. Requires key. I mean, this is just the main room. So I need a key to go through there. No tours, intramail. Okay. Look, dick. No, you think it's funny throwing these BS degree kids my way, but I'm sick of it. The best candidate we've had in months was Ella Ames, who, as I'm sure you remember, rejected us. No thanks to you and your half-ass outreach. I'm giving you one last chance to prove you're good at your job. Her father will be lucky if he sees the end of the month. Once he's gone, you need to be there to point her in the right direction. You've got her address, but from what I'm hearing, she's also joined up with those Free States fanatics. If she's not at home, she's got a bunker somewhere, so find that location. We need her. Once she's here, then we can talk promotion. Little callback there. Might not need one, but it's a shortcut. Might not need a key. It said I needed the key. Requires key.
So weak.
Hey, buddy. That sounds gross. And we're getting it through a quest. Well, I skipped a lot of side quests. There's so many side quests in this game. Like, so many. Ooh, bullets. Yeah, here's all the vats. So yeah, there was something I remember reading at some point in some Fallout game that there was a reason that like injecting it didn't work, and it sounded like Blackburn kind of found that out too. So that's how they settled on like dipping them in it. Stay down. Down, boy. Might be another way it doesn't need the key. Maybe. I'm sure. Or we'll get the key from doing this. Or not. Damn it, Benji. Access to the dispensary lab is restricted to authorized personnel. Please contact the upstairs control room for access. Alright. Upstairs control room it is. Yeah, I know that was cheating a little bit. Not much to report today. The FEV tanks are starting to spring some leaks where the feeder lines are connected. but it shouldn't take more than a day or two to swap out the O-rings. It's messy work, but luckily Spielman drew the short straw, and he'll have to stand ankle deep in the sludge till we can properly get it cleaned. The FEV is volatile stuff. It degraded the vulcanized rubber on those seals like it was acid. Strangely, there's no acidic content to it at all. It must have affected the O-rings on a molecular level. Kinda makes me wonder if it's safe having it pooling up on the floor. I gave you the method to get up there. I don't see this cheating. Yeah, it's in the game, right? Chadwell fell into one of the tanks today. Poor bastard. He was wearing full biohazard gear, but he was most certainly dead when they pulled him out. The suit must have gotten breached on the way in or something, because he never even came up for air or called for help. They didn't even know he'd fallen in until they drained the tank. Man, that twisted look on Chadwell's face. It's giving me the creeps just thinking about it. Thank God Westech's giving us that hazard pay bonus. Otherwise, I'd be out of here. Holy shit, everything's gone to hell. I can't believe these idiots actually did it. They blew up the goddamn world. Luckily, we were inside the facility when the bombs hit. Supervisor Bardwell begged us to stay with the FEV tanks until he checked with the top brass, but all the communication lines are down. Spielman and I are thinking of bolting, but I guess we'll give Bardwell a day to figure out what to do. It's not like I have a home to go back to anyway. Bardwell decided to head out to make contact with the U.S. Army in Huntersville, but that was 6 days ago and he hasn't come back. He told us if everything went south, to dump the neutralizing agent into the FEV tanks. Spielman and I followed orders and made sure that the job was done before we abandoned Westech. We confirmed that the liquid in the tanks was neutralized. Still highly toxic, but at least the FEV was gone. Well, that's it for us. I'm going to stick with Spielman for a while, and hopefully we can make it somewhere safe, wherever that might be. You'd leave? Yeah, I'd leave. Open door. So the tanks have been neutralized. Of course, that doesn't mean that it wasn't, like, reintroduced. But that explains why if you fall in, you don't become a super mutant, I guess. Toxic goo now, yeah. Hazmat suit. Hey, trunk. Mining headlamp blue. What? Oh, it's a mod. Oh, it's like a blue mod for the mining lamp. That's kind of cool. Alright, so it's just a code. I thought that was a holotape. Dr. Blackburn's Westech Laboratory. Collected from the decontamination hallway from the floor. The goo, yeah, that's... I came here and got a whole bunch of it for, like, re-irradiating myself. Like, it gives you, like, 45 rads or something like that. It's pretty good. 50 rads. Okay, so yeah, this was the Yeah, this was the security door. Okay.
Secrets of West-Tech, only for super mutant.
I think so, huh? Alright, this was the one that was like fried. Right? Yeah. Alright, so they were supposed to take the elevator here. FEV production facility. Doubt they would be smart enough to work a terminal. I know, right? So these guys just locked in the room? Yeah, it seems that way, huh? Well, to get out it was just a big red button, but like how would you get back in, I guess?
Better get paid double for all this standing around.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a double. I gave her double the lead. Beep, beep, beep.
No need for that, Toad. I have not run away thus far, have I?
Enough, Shin. Let's catch up with our vanguard.
Yeah, I'm your vanguard. Little old me. You know he's just gonna double cross us. That thing I did with the Raiders and y'all were shocked. That's gonna happen here and y'all are gonna be shocked.
Are we secure, Initiate?
All hostiles down. We're secure.
Should we expect any further resistance?
I am not aware of the details of the defensive measures my colleagues may have taken. I would not, however, expect them to tolerate trespassers.
We should keep moving.
As you wish. I am your prisoner, after all. I have little choice in the matter.
I still don't trust you, Blackburn. You're up to something.
Paranoia ill suits you. I have complied with your every demand.
And that is precisely what is so concerning.
Let's not waste any more time.
Certainly.
Let's move out. Eyes open.
Edgar, who are these people? What happened to the guards?
The guards are dead, Dr. Farha. This is the Brotherhood of Steel. I have been their guest since they discovered our project. Regrettably, they object to what we are doing.
We will not be intimidated. This facility is secured. You can't get to us. We will finish our work.
You can't possibly release the FEV on the population again. You know what it did last time.
This isn't the Huntersville strain. Dr. Blackburn has purified the virus of its considerable defects.
We've made something wonderful out of something horrible. We're helping people this time.
Have you actually had any successes? All I've seen are monstrosities and corpses.
Well, no. Not as such, but...
Of course we have. Experimentation has identified the key flaws in the original strain. Iterative testing has pinpointed the defective genetic sequences, and we've corrected them in each case.
But you haven't tested it. How could you know?
We've run the simulations. All three of us triple-checked the models and compared to prior experimental data.
Nelly, eat it.
We're confident in the formulation. You know what they say? Human testing is the best testing. A large-scale release will provide a representative sample. Science needs vision, like Dr. Blackburn's, like ours. Let's not let testing hold us back.
Let's not let testing hold us back. So you're just going to repeat Huntersville all over again?
Of course not. What West Tech did was a terrible mistake. An affront to science. They didn't care who they hurt. And they did it just to see what happened. We're trying to help people. This will make people safe again.
Dr. Jane is enthusiastic, but it's true. We are not doing this just to satisfy our curiosity. We're advancing science itself. The cost doesn't matter. No offense to Dr. Jane, but West Tech wasn't doing science. They were only burning ants with a magnifying glass by comparison.
I mean, that's can be science. You admit it's untested and that you've had no successful trials. You know you can't release it.
Well, sure. It might seem hasty, but...
Don't be such a pushover, Janie. No, wait. I've also had my doubts. Perhaps we should discuss this after all.
I can see you're troubled. You know what you're doing isn't right. Let's talk through this. We can come to an agreement.
I want to avoid violence. But that's always on the table, as long as you hold Dr. Blackburn hostage. Let him go. Please, let him go or we will cut off this negotiation and proceed with our plans.
I am afraid you will have to give in on this one. If you truly want to stop our distribution process, I advise you to listen to the doctor's entreaties.
You go in there. You're just going to push the big red button. Is this some kind of joke?
It is no joke at all. Allow me to explain. My colleagues could not stop production if they tried. It requires a code. I am the only one who knows the code. I set this plan in motion, and I am the only one who can stop it.
Is this true?
What's the code?
You'll have to forgive Dr. Farha. She did not know.
It's a bluff.
I added this functionality to our distribution program. As insurance, you might say.
It's a bluff.
Boy, that's handy, huh?
So there you have it. I am willing to help you in exchange for sparing my colleagues' lives. But you will have to let me in there with them.
No, we can all go in there. You can't expect us to trust you.
Trust me or trust me not. The truth remains the truth.
This is... No way. I'm not letting you waltz in there alone.
Then you are free to enjoy the view as my colleagues distribute our creation among the populace.
I don't like it either. But what other option do we have? If we do nothing,
We
the
can
outcome
shoot
will be
him.
just as catastrophic.
Dr. Farha,
We could shoot him.
please permit me
Kick down the
inside
door
to sign
and
good
shoot
faith for the
them.
Brotherhood. I am certain we can negotiate a peaceful resolution and perhaps preserve our work at the same time.
All right. I'm registering you for the security grid. Just you.
With your leave,
Don't make this worse.
This is a mistake.
Yes. Sometimes this game is infuriating. He's gonna be like, haha, joke's on you.
now that that is over with, Nelly, prep the test chamber. They want proof of our success. I will give it to them myself.
Edgar, wait!
I had like 20-something charisma and I couldn't call his bluff. Yeah, you betrayed us. Big mistake.
I apologize for the deceit, but I cannot risk you undoing all we have accomplished. Soon you will understand that I was right.
I never said it was okay for him to go in there.
Please.
That was
Let's talk
Romani's
about this.
bullshit.
You've signed your death warrant, Blackburn.
I will test the sample on myself and be proof of our achievement. Anything you do to me after does not matter.
Big
I'm
boss
going
fight.
in. Ready the tag.
Are we gonna Resident Evil this?
Should have executed him when we had the chance.
I tried to.
Now is not the time.
I wanted him to.
Find a way in quickly. There's no time to waste.
I really would love to have a workbench before I go into a boss fight. Yeah, I see this as a like a William Birkin thing from Resident Evil, right? Like he's gonna inject himself with it. And he's gonna like mutate, be some big scary monster. I mean, we're gonna kill him, but it's gonna be like, dude, you could have you could have ended this with one bullet back at Fort Atlas. But Romani's a little wee wee. I guess there's no workbench here. There's one downstairs. It'll be okay. I'm sick of Shin's crap, and I'm sick of Romani's crap. I'm sick of both of them. Let's shoot them both. Let's just shoot them both. I'll go be the Brotherhood. And again, it's not very Fallout-like for me to be this far into the quest chain and still be an initiate. I should be like a paladin or an elder by now. And they're both assholes. Okay. Oh, drop through the hatch. Alright. Of course, I could totally be wrong about all of this, but I've played enough games. I'm pretty sure I feel like I know where this is going. Oh, I mean, Mentat's left. That sucks. Let's wait for that to kill me.
FEV flow ready, Doctor.
Wow, this sure looks an awful lot like a boss arena.
Initiating.
Please. All of you, this isn't right.
What's this? No. What's happening? This can't be. The figures were correct.
Called it. Hey, shit, get the hell out of the way. Oh, yeah, he's gonna kill me, too. That poison. My nerves on fire. I don't suppose I can cripple his legs. Ow. Yeah, no limb damage. And I don't like that either, like... Man, that poison is not a joke. Like they're actually gonna come stim pack me. For science! Let's see. Nice, some frag grenades. Yeah, I know they won't stim pack it. Just saying, like. I can't sprint. Whose idea was that? Oh, grenades. Oh no, there's the acid. Step back, step back. Oh god, yeah, the VATS does way more damage. Level up! 154. Buttressed. Yeah, that is a shitty drop, too. Like,
This proves more than anything the need for our brotherhood. The need for our justice.
The scientists are still locked upstairs. Let's hear what they have to say for themselves.
I mean, I think we need to kill all them, too.
Edgar, I should have known. I did know. We weren't ready. I owe you an apology. Our work was a failure. Any good it might have done was a mirage. I knew it in my heart, but didn't listen. As a token of goodwill, I have used Edgar's code to stop production. We will not distribute the virus. I will make sure of that.
Oh, we'll make sure of
But I will
that.
not simply let you in. There may be little I can do to stop you, but I will defend my colleagues in what little way I can.
After what we just did to that mutant, you sure you want to cooperate? We agreed to your terms earlier. An equal exchange of goodwill would go a long way.
You've certainly been more diplomatic than I was expecting, given your organization's reputation. I do believe you have good intentions. I suppose we have no choice but to trust you now. The way is open. We await your judgment.
Yeah, remember the raiders earlier? Tally lying?
This whole song story sounds like a trap.
We can verify that once the area is secure and send for Scribe Valdez to double check. Until then, stay on your guard.
You've arrived. Please, hear me out. We are scientists. Our work is all we have to give to this broken world. We had truly hoped to give humanity a better way to fight back. Against the radiation, the mutants, the decay of civilization. We failed. But this doesn't have to be the end. There is so much good that we can still do, please. Spare us your wrath.
Why does it sound like you're giving up? We weren't that far off, just a tweak here or there.
If I may interrupt.
That one's gotta go.
I agree with everything Dr. Farha has to say. Despite how it looks, we are not evil people. We wish only to better humankind. Knowing that, what are your intentions with us?
We're scientists. Okay, that checks out. Doesn't mean they can do whatever they want. Yeah, look, I have a lab coat. Yeah, so I have one question. Did you assist Dr. Super Mutant in what he was doing? Kidnapping, human experimentation, creation of a giant bloodthirsty mutant. Sounds pretty evil to me.
Well put. The Brotherhood exists to keep humanity safe. And your work endangered everyone in Appalachia. If that failed virus had gotten out, countless people could have died. We can't allow you to continue experimenting.
Wait, Shin. It's clear that we can't just let them go. But their knowledge could be valuable to the Brotherhood and the people of Appalachia.
Yeah.
Blackburn was the ringleader, but he's gone. We know nothing about the others. And of all people, you and I shouldn't fault anyone for trying to make a difference.
I can. And I will.
Is this still about back then?
No.
You can't forgive yourself for your own mistakes, so you refuse to forgive others too. When will you put that behind you?
This has nothing to do with that. There will be no more experiments. And they're too dangerous to keep prisoner.
Wait, you're really going to kill us?
Hold on. We're not killing anybody.
No, yes we are.
Bring them back to Fort Atlas and have Scribe Valdez monitor their work.
Have you lost your mind?
Think about it. This is exactly why the Brotherhood exists. To safeguard technology.
No, this is not why it
To
exists.
admit it, but the Elders are right on this. We can't let them go, but we can't destroy what knowledge they have either.
Yes, we can.
A wise compromise. I'm willing to cooperate. You, the angry one. Consider the fact that universities are no longer operating. In a generation or two, there will be few, if any, people left in the world with a formal education.
How many dozens have you killed? Do you really think your life is worth more than theirs because of your education? We don't need your knowledge if you're deranged enough to resort to human experimentation.
Please, stop this. Let us stop for a moment and talk to each other. There's still much that we haven't told you about our work. And we know little about your Brotherhood. Perhaps we can find out more where our perspectives overlap.
Yes. Maybe some discussion will cool Shin's head. I have no desire for this to come to blows.
Very well. You haven't said anything yet? Surely you have an opinion on this matter.
BOS safeguards technology, not people, apparently. Yeah, that's the same argument. Like, and is this really technology? So this goes right back to, like, the Institute. Like, yes, you're educated and you could be educating others, but you don't. You make weapons and you terrorize the populace. No. Yeah, your crimes against humanity shouldn't be so easily forgiven.
I don't seek to pardon them. They'll be under constant supervision. You could even call it rehabilitation.
That's not going to work. Think of the resources it will take to watch them around the clock. We're spread too thin to watch them constantly. What happens if they slip out and create another virus? Or sneak in some horrible experiments under our watch? It's too risky.
Supervision isn't necessary. We're scholars, not fighters. We couldn't escape if we wanted to. In any case, there's still much to discuss.
There ain't shit to
pause
discuss.
And open the floor for conversation, shall we?
Make it quick, Initiate. Shouldn't take long to see through their lies.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, the answer is no, especially this one.
I heard when the Brotherhood breaks down your door, they say, "Add victory. Hand over your arms." Is that true?
Alright, look. Woman. It's ad victoriam, civilian. Now hand over your arms.
Oh, wow. That's scary. You really made my heart skip a beat. I don't have any arms. Well, unless you mean human arms, because I've got 2 of those, but they're mine. You can't have them.
So, about all these people you turned into super mutants.
What about them?
Well, don't you feel bad? Those were innocent people. Now they're mutated beasts.
Is that any worse than being human? As Dr. Jane says, all life is sacred. You'd probably gun them down regardless, right?
Well, yeah. Those people had no choice in the matter. You kidnapped them.
To improve the human race. If I was kidnapped for our experiments, I wouldn't mind. Most kidnappers do much worse.
I think you're a sociopath.
Oh, are you a licensed medical professional? Even if you are, it's pretty rude to make sudden, unwarranted diagnoses of people you just met.
It doesn't matter. You're about to die anyway. Let's talk about something else.
Okay, I guess.
I don't have any more questions.
You're not really gonna kill us, are you?
Yes.
I'm awfully young to die. You can fit a lot of experiments into 60 more years.
I've killed younger people.
What questions do you have for me?
Make them make detergent. Their
Or
clothes.
has your
They're
party
dirty.
made a decision?
Yeah, I think we're ready to proceed with the decision.
And what has your organization decided?
Yeah, Night Shin is right. You should be executed.
Is that truly how you feel?
Yeah.
I trusted you.
And I didn't betray you.
Spare my associates. I take full responsibility for their actions.
There's no need. You're coming back to Fort Atlas with us.
No! I won't stand for your coercion any longer. Your righteous crusade has gone too far. You are no paladin of the Brotherhood. You haven't been since you destroyed that transmitter. Your reign is over. The initiative's with me. Step aside and let us do what's necessary.
I guess the Elder's grip is tighter than I can break after all. I tried to make you see reason. But after all this, you remain their lapdogs. The Brotherhood can't be changed after all. I will have to start anew elsewhere.
Would I have had the opportunity to kill Shin? Oh well, let's kill Romani.
You're a traitor.
I'd hoped it would never come to this.
I know, right? Wish I could have F5'd. Where are you going? Get back here. I really would have liked to have had the opportunity to kill Night Shin. She has 3 stim packs and a block. I can't have, you know, the Paladin's power armor. Not that I use it. Alright, now you guys, really? They don't let me kill them.
If only she'd seen reason. Initiate. Carry out the sentence.
Please. We are mere scientists.
They're murderers. Make sure they can never kill again.
Don't mind if I do.
No,
It's done. Return to Fort Atlas. Then
Whoa.
we can discuss everything that's happened.
Nelly had the cultist dagger. What? Something going on there? Alright, regroup at Fort Atlas. We can finally turn off this dang buzzard. And I have to walk out because I'm carrying. You know what? I'm just going to drop some stuff. I don't need all these damn. Oh, also I have a carry weight thing. That'll help. Yeah. Hey, maybe I can pick up some more of my guns. Nope, not that many. Those are heavy guns. No, not that one. Alright. Ha, 420. Mrs. Head. Yeah, he was like wobbling around. Shut up with the buzzer. We'll go outside because that circle on the map.
It's way above my station, but I wish I knew more about the Knight and Paladin's argument.
I thought there was a...
What happened to us?
Yeah, down there. My only regret is that there was no decision to kill Shin after I killed Romani. Eyeglasses? I don't need eyeglasses. Might hold on to that though. What the hell's the door? Up there, okay. Like, I really didn't like siding with Shin there because Shin sucks, but also, like, why would you? It would be so easy for them to make some sort of virus and let it out. Damn, am I out of soup? Oh no, I have raised grain soup.
It pains me to say that Romani gave her life to defend these criminals. Her last act was not as a Brotherhood paladin, but as a person following her own misguided moral principles. Romani put her personal morals above the cornerstone of duty, time and time again. Her irresponsibility threatened to shake apart the foundation of order that allows us to be an effective force of action. But however misguided her decisions were, Romani always acted with the intent to help humanity. If we are to retain anything from her leadership, let it be that. The Brotherhood of Steel seeks to forge a lasting future. We must be humanity's strength. Strength to eliminate threats, overt and covert. Strength to keep dangerous technologies safe. Strength to make the decisions that no one else wants to make. We are humanity's rock, standing against the harsh enemies of war, disease, and time. We must not falter. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam.
There is one more thing to address.
Wouldn't that be
before we
Paladin
disband.
Shin?
Initiates are the future of the Brotherhood. Induction into our order is an honor that should not be taken lightly. Among an initiate's most important responsibilities is to understand and commit themselves wholly to the principles of the order. I've come to understand that one initiate will never be able to meet this goal. They have other important responsibilities in Appalachia. I've decided to grant a title that can account for this caveat, while still acknowledging their exceptional contributions to the Brotherhood. Come, stand between Scribe Valdez and I. For outstanding contributions to the Brotherhood mission as an outside party, I hereby confer on you the permanent title of Knight Errant. A unique Brotherhood title with special privileges is an acknowledgement of the highest honor. May it serve as an inspiration for the rest of you. Dismissed.
So who can promote him? He can promote himself. He's the only other knight here, so if she's dead, he's the boss. Council Dorsey.
Did that really just happen?
Sure did, Buckaroo.
Between the higher-ups were shaky, but to come to blows, real, actual bullets.
It's laser
Paladin
beams.
Romani, she was so passionate about our cause. I really believed her. It's going to be hard getting used to this.
Yeah, honestly, who cares? I don't respect either of them.
That's not very becoming of a knight errant. I'd even hazard to say it's leaning on insubordination.
You'll get over it.
But what do I know anyway? I'm just an initiate, and it sounds like you've really done a lot for us. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. See you around, Knight Errant.
Hey, Colin Putnam, what's up, dude?
Oh, hello again.
Hi.
Hello, Knight Errant.
How's training going, Colin? They make you an initiate yet?
No, still in training. With everything that happened, it really put the brakes on the process, you know? Nobody knew who to listen to. Except maybe Scribe Valdez. With Paladin Romani gone now, I expect Knight Shin will resume training the recruits. Yeah.
Wait,
gonna be
I
hard.
suck? I have to go. See you around, Colin.
Take care of yourself, Knight Errant. Ad Victoriam.
Wait, why do I
Congratulations.
suck?
Sorry, I'm still a little shocked about what happened to the Paladin.
Oh, Colin sucks? Colin's cool, man. Don't you be dissing on my boy Colin.
So, Paladin Romani is gone. I can't believe it.
Believe it. I shot her
wanted
myself.
to be optimistic about their conflict, right up until the end. But the more I think about it, the more I feel like maybe this was inevitable. If only there was more I could have done.
Ooh. None of that matters as long as I still have you.
Well, that's going a bit far, isn't it? But it's a very nice thing to say. Thank you.
Thanks for everything you've done.
Don't mention it. As the resident scribe, it's my job to keep things functioning around here.
I'm really disappointed we didn't get a chance to follow up the flirting. Until next time.
Until next time.
I really liked Scribe Valdez. Valdez was cool. Oh, Juanita.
I trust the title change didn't come as too much of a surprise. It's unorthodox. But you're an exception I had to acknowledge to prevent confusion among the other initiates.
Good call. So does this mean I can't get promoted anymore?
For the time being, yes. Though it's worth noting that this title doesn't have precedent. So if things were to change in the future, so could our definition.
Well, my business is done for now. I'm going to head out. Well, I guess I better head out.
Good work out there. The Brotherhood won't forget it. Ad Victoriam.
Talk to here again. Do iter aw.
Hello, Knight Errant.
Respect the position.
That will take some adjusting to.
Yeah. Until next time.
Until next time.
Oh, I got the Hellcat armor, huh?
Congratulations. Sorry. I'm still a little shocked about what happened to the Paladin.
That's a pretty cool looking power armor. I have to hold on to that. All right. Look at that. We have completed all of the main quests for Fallout 76. For now, to be continued. There's still a ton of side quests. So that's level 154. All right. So that's basically Fallout 76. That's that all of the main story quests done. All the main quests done. Man, the Brotherhood quest really turned out interesting. Really disappointed I couldn't also kill shit. Oh, you want to see the scoreboard? We can look at the scoreboard. Yeah, so 93 out of 100, 7 ranks to go. We're almost there. So, yeah, we're getting there. I don't even know how much longer is left in the season. So, it's been quite the grind. But so yeah, I'm not sure how I feel. So in the Brotherhood lines specifically, there were a lot of points that it was just very frustrating that I couldn't play my character the way I wanted to play it, just because of the dialogue options or lack thereof. It wasn't too bad like in the main story, but it really, since there were like more black and white choices with this quest line, it really seemed to like stick out. Like with the Max's sister, I forget what her name was, with the joining the Raiders and stuff. Like there was, like it was always gonna be, oh, I need to bring her back, and when I didn't, I failed, and that's kind of BS, you know, and yeah. But overall, I mean, it's a pretty cool little story. There were a lot of fun little like quest line or storylines like in the overarching story, like the whole Sam Black was it Sam Blackwell, the senator. Like, that whole thing was really cool. I was fascinated about that for some reason, and that was kind of part of the main story. But so what I'm probably going to do is I'll keep grinding the daily stuff, keep grinding until I finish that scoreboard, and then we'll be back to 76 to scratch off all of those scoreboard pieces. But in the meantime, I guess we're going to start something else, and I'm still not sure what. Kind of thinking, you know, Fallout 3 and play through some of the older ones, but maybe a palate cleanser in between. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. But we'll be back Monday with something else, unless I finish the scoreboard over the weekend. I don't expect to, though. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But in any case, thanks for joining us tonight, and thanks for joining us for this main story playthrough of Fallout 76 in mostly 2022, a little bit of 2023, and we'll definitely come back when there's more content to play through. And I may continue on with this character off and on, kind of on my own, because I really kind of do want to build like a power armor set with, I don't know, a rifle build or something. I may play around with that on my own. But thanks for coming along for the ride. Everybody take care. We'll see you on the next adventure. Take care.